Yeah, the resorts are just wonderful places, and to find the hidden magic there, including the Mickey's. But
yeah, I think Walt. These are some of his first resorts. We didn't own and operate any of the resorts at Disneyland, and so. What I've reminded the Contemporary, the Polynesian, and the Fort Wilderness teams of recently, as they're all celebrating their 40 years, is just remember for a second, pause for a second today, and just think that Walt actually not only imagined Walt Disney World in a place called Epcot, but he also envisioned this place called the Contemporary, and began to work with his Imagineers in designing what that was, and imagined a place called the Polynesian and the place called the Fort Wilderness. And his idea was to have an accommodation for all kinds of different guests, and what their needs were. And we started with a couple of deluxe properties and a campground, and now we have, value resorts and moderate resorts and a whole business called Disney Vacation Club and Disney Cruise Line. There's all kinds of different offerings that are there, and I think one of the questions I get is, how would Walt, think about this? And it's hard for me to, have that perspective exactly, but I suspect he'd be awfully proud about, the diversity of the offering that we have today, and I suspect it's beyond maybe even his imagination in terms of what that looks like. So
I know we're looking forward to the new Pop Century edition.
The Art of Animation resort.
So are there other resorts in the future?
Nothing, but we've got lots of land, as you well know.
Right.
So you know that we're going to continue to do things. The Disney's Art of Animation is the next thing. A lot of family suite product that's going to be there, which is a new product for us that we started at All Star.
Right.
Disney Vacation Club has been awfully popular with us, but we are blessed with, fortunately, a lot of land here, and so there are going to be more projects that are going to happen.
Well, I really appreciate the good work you do, Kevin.
I was about to ask one last question, and we do only have a couple of minutes before we move, but I was wondering if you were at the opening for Alani.
I was actually, I have been there. We do test days for all of our resorts with cast members. You may or may not know that. We do that because we want to run our cast members through the product ahead of time. Those are both the rooms, the food and beverage experience is really all parts of it before we actually bring guests through and actually open up. So I was with Adelani for a test day with my family.
Awesome. Thank you very much.